Good morning everybody, Nick from Meat Smoke Fire here, and today we have three cracking cooks, one of which is a bit random thanks to the guys at the Meet and Greet Barbecue podcast who interviewed me probably in March last year, not last year, earlier this year, sorry, when it was really cold. I sat out here with the fire on, did the whole thing, and being stupid didn't realise it wasn't video, so the fact that I sat outside all night sort of goes anyway. But on that, I got challenged to their barbecue bingo, and I ended up with two random ingredients, black pudding and strawberry. So we're going to do a dish with black pudding and strawberries. Anyway, the other two dishes we're going to do taco smash burgers, all the rage at the moment, so I'm going to show you those. And we've come up with another thing, which is our Rosti muffins, which are potato Rostis but done in a muffin tin, but with some toppings and some bits and so on. Absolutely lovely. So we're going to do those. Right, I'm going to grab the camera. We've got Andrea in her summer gear. Hey. And over here at the bar we've got Helena and Mama. Mama is on, what's this called?
A limoncello spritz.
A limoncello spritz. So she is drinking limoncello with a bit of soda water, or in our house lemonade, and some Prosecco. And Helena, it will be typing away. Lots of waving.
Water and coffee.
Oh, water
I got that wrong.
Water and coffee for you. Yeah, anyway, right, so here's Andrea.
Thank you.
Right, what we do have to do though is start pickling some strawberries. So I've got some lovely strawberries here. I've already cheated a bit and started with our pickle because, and I'll tell you what's in it, just because there's just not enough time to do everything. So this is our pickle. I'm going to take the lid off with my glove on, and in here, Andrea probably can see it, we've got some white wine, we've got some chipotle, which is the red flakes, we've got some garlic, we've got some salt, we've got some sugar. I think that's about it. What I do need to do for the next thing is melt some butter, although it seems to be doing a great job on its own, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. So let's get these strawberries pickling. So what we're going to do, slice them about half a centimetre thick, something like that, because we're going to want to put them in here and we want them to infuse in that pickle. We want them to take on some of that chilli flavour. I mean, quite often you can have strawberries with with chilli and black pepper, and there are several dishes I found on the net where people pickle them, so I thought that'd be a good way of sort of bringing them towards these the black pudding. So I'm going to pop it into that pickle. I'll show you that in a second. Put my glove back on because I know that handle is going to be hot. Let me just wipe my hand. Oh, got blue roll going on all over the place here. So, show you that. I'll grab a spoon. So in here now we've got lovely strawberries, and what we just want to do is give them 20 or 30 minutes just to infuse with that pickle. It smells good and it has got a good kick, that chili. So basically it's like half a teaspoon of chipotle chili in there, but it gives it a good whack. I've also put in a little bit of Szechuan pepper to numb the tongue.
Spiky.
So it's good. It's good. So those are in. That's probably cool enough, it is, just. So those are going. We need to melt a bit of butter. So I need about 60 grams, 70 grams of butter. You might not want to, you can experiment with this and just take a little bit less. But I did that during the week, and for this dish, this is for our Rosti muffins. I'll put the butter in the fridge. Helena was going, oh, you're too much butter, as she does. And
I think she sounds like that.
Yeah, she does. She sounds exactly like that. So I did it with less butter and it's rubbish. So loads of butter. Going to pop that in there, just melt it. Remind me that's in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, right. Who have we got on, Helena? You can go over there.
Yeah. She's in a mood now.
So we have got the Temple Kent home cook Karen.
Morning, Karen.
Tommy, Jeanette, Steve from Churchwood Fishery.
Morning, Steve.
Bob Barrett.
Morning, Bob.
I am Jay Bradders. Jasper's dada.
Morning, Jasper's dad.
Franco, who's disappointed we haven't got the log burner on.
Hello,
Oh, Franco. I will see you on Tuesday, Franco. I'm going to Franco's house on Tuesday.
Check out his garage.
I will. I'm going to check his garage is neat and tidy, so you better spend all weekend tidying it out, Franco.
Ian Bevan, John Pritchard, Darren, and breaking news, Darren and Kerry are in the same room.
No. Oof.
And Martin Hawkins,
Hello.
Did you say Bevan? Who did you say Bevan?
Ian Bevan.
Ian Bevan. Oh,
Yeah, the
morning.
real Neck Wood,
Morning, Nick Wood.
Happy Hooker Barbecue, Gary Barbecue,
Wow.
Plastered All Over, Ali Beggs,
Morning, Ali.
Ali.
Down in Kent. Wow. Awesome.
Ben Jarvis, Callum Langham,
Now what you
and
Andy's got.
Franco said currently tidying it up as we speak.
Currently, yeah, I should hope so, Franco. With me popping over. Anyway, well, it won't be less of a pop, more of a half day. But anyway, cool. So let's get on.
Right, you got the butter on. Don't
The
forget.
butter is on and melting. So let's have a look at that. We'll come back to that. Right, I'm going to start with the potato rosties. Just, is that the wise move? Yeah, let's do that. In fact, let's demo something quickly. This is the new Hall, well, not so new for us, Hall knife sharpener. This and the angle block. We started selling these this week because we love it. I'm going to show you how it works. Big sharp knife. Well, hopefully not. The point is going to sharpen it. It's got two angles, a 15-degree on one end and a 20 on the other. Put your knife down and it holds the knife at the perfect angle, and then this little roller has one end with diamond encrusted and one end that's ceramic to hone it. So I'm going to use the diamond end, and you just run it up and down your knife blade like that. You can hold it a bit with your fingers if it's a big knife like this. You then pull it off, turn it round, do the other side, and then you can use the honing bit. Now I know I did this knife already, so I'm cheating a bit because it is pretty sharp. I'll turn it round. But we've used it on all our knives. It's brilliant. Now I have the optional leather thing. You can do it with a tea towel, but it just cleans all the rubbish off the blade. And then we're going to use the tomato in a bit. I'll show you how sharp it gets it. So if I start it, but I'm not, it's just the weight of the knife. Look how sharp that gets it. That's awesome. Love it. Anyway, loads of you bought those this week. We've still got the nut ones. We'll get some more oak ones in stock. But love it. Thank you for buying those. We loved it as a product because it makes sharpening expensive knives really easy because it holds them at the perfect angle. Anyway, right, interlude. Job over. That's our first advert, isn't it?
That's our first advert. Yeah.
Oh, somebody at the door. Anyway, right. So, we're going to make our potato rosties. Now, I've done some of these already. So this tea towel does look a bit skanky because it's already had some in. But I've grated about 450 grams of potato. Now, I've done that much because I know this potato is quite wet. I did some during the week which had no moisture in them at all. But these are quite wet. So what I want to do is put them in a tea towel. I'm going to go over to our sink. Sorry, Andrea.
No, you're fine.
And then we're just going to twist it. And you'll see all of that juice comes out of the potato. So we don't want them wet when we're cooking them. That'll probably do.
In
In a murmur.
in Helena's absence,
Yes.
Franco was asked raw potatoes.
Yes, raw
Yes.
potato, not cooked. Yeah, absolutely, Franco. So I'm going to pop that back into the same bowl. In fact, it's got a bit of potato in there. So yeah, potato going in. Don't worry about those leftover bits. It's obviously a fun one out the front. She's been waylaid.
Yeah.
Pop it down there. Right. We've got a visitor. Oh, okay. Yeah, bring them in. We've got customers.
Okay.
Interesting. Anyway, right. So we have got we've got the squirrel racing along the fence. We've got customers turning up. Come in. So we've got potato in there. What we're going to add to it is that butter. So let me grab the butter, which has melted perfectly. So our 60 grams of butter, just going in. Bit of butter. Good morning. You can turn the camera around. Who have we got? Well, as long as I don't mind being on camera.
Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
Rowan.
Hi, Rowan. Come in.
Morning. Hi.
We just started the show. We'll be about 30-40 minutes, and then you can eat with us. Have a pew. This is our first. We've been photobombed almost.
Oh, good. I'm now feeling incredibly nervous. And I'm behind the camera.
Yeah. Anyway, right. So we have. We put our potatoes in. I have lost. No, it's not. There it is. So we've got potato. We've got a bit of butter, and we're going to put in a chicken stock cube. So that's going to go straight in. I'm going to crush it and then stir it through. And that is going to be our base, and we're going to do 3 different types of potato rostis. Get the bits I've dropped. Now, I have got a cast iron Rosti tin, which is what I'm already using. We've already got some on, but this is just a standard kitchen one. Put a bit of oil in it. And what I'm going to do with these is just put a little bit in the bottom of each one, because we're going to top them up. And we're going to do 3 different types. Probably got a bit more. Probably could do more than 6, to be honest, because these aren't as deep as the others, but we'll see how we're going. Right, so our 3 different types we're going to do. Let me just wipe my hands a little bit. So we're going to keep some plain. I'm going to put a little bit of onion in those. So tiny bit of onion in the middle layer. So that's the first ones. In the second ones, we're going to put jalapenos in. So I've just got pickled jalapeno peppers. We've chopped them up so they can go in the middle layer. So those will be nice and spiky. And then the third ones, we're going to do some pizza ones. So what I will do, grab a little bit of cheese, a little bit of mozzarella, put that in the middle. Not too much, because we're going to add more to the top. And then we're going to top them up with more of our potato mix. It's going to be huge. Doesn't really matter, because we're not going to cook these ones. Any questions, Andy?
No, no.
Well, Helena's gone off making coffees, I guess. This is great. A live audience. We have had a live audience before, but we knew they were coming.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's good fun. Keeps on a toast. Right, so we've got onion ones that are there. We've got our jalapeno ones there. We've got our pizza ones here. So for our pizza ones, what we're going to do, just take 2 of our tiny tomatoes and pop them on the top. There we go. We're going to get, I'll just wipe my hands again. We're going to get a little bit more cheese for the top of those. There we go. How's that one? That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Right. We're going to put some onion on the top of those. So those are our pizza ones. These are our standard ones. And on our jalapeno ones, I've got Rosti Barbecues Al Pastor. I think we've used this before. Awesome. We'll get that on the middle. And if you've got any jalapeno left over and you want to kill your mother-in-law, you can chuck them on top. So those then can go into an egg, and I'll show you how we've got it set up. I'm going to put them out of the way. So come over, Andrea. It's got a little bit hot. So it was about 220, it's about 230 now. But if we have a look at these. So in this dish, what you can see is it's indirect. So I've got my convector in the bottom pushing the heat up and around. We've got stainless steel grid, and then I've got my cast iron pan. And on here you can see we've got our plain ones, We've got our jalapeno ones, and then we've got our pizza ones. They're looking lush.
They smell gorgeous.
Yeah, and I think they're probably done.
And how long for them?
So they've taken about 35, 40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, let's go over, Andrea, so she can hear.
Franco asked
Yeah.
that it's raw
Dealt with
potato.
that
Oh,
raw
perfect.
potato,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, it is raw potato. We did that.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you.
Back in the room.
Perfect. So let's get
Keep
those
up.
out.
Where were you?
So I'll grab these. So those have been cooking about 30 minutes. We're going to take them out and we'll take them over to this.
Is that a new?
Yeah, I got that from
Dish.
SoCal.
Okay.
So yes, SoCal in Southampton.
Nice.
And what you can use is a little palette knife, and you should be able to get in and around these. Now, the idea is all the fat stays. They're a little bit tricky to get out the bottom, but all the fat stays underneath in the thing. So, cool. Yeah, I nearly got you.
This one
Andrew.
goes over the fence.
Yeah. Oh, you've got to release them. That's the only thing. I reckon I'm going to put them back in for another 5. They just need to crisp up a little bit more on the outside. So I'll pop them back in.
Nice smell, gorgeous.
Yeah, they smell good.
Really, really good.
Right, let's do our strawberry bit.
Yeah.
So we have cast iron pan. We need to warm it up. So I'll get that in there. Got some potatoes. So I've cooked.
Okay, back.
So we're going to chop these into 4. So they're just part boiled. So we're just going to chop them up. We've got a bit of butter on them. That's no problem. But they're cooked to the point you could eat them. Yep, bit slippy. So we're going to chop these up and we're going to fry these off. Now this, I don't know how I came up with this, but
So you could probably, because a lot more people have seen it, you could probably tell the story again. Of
Okay.
How you ended up with such random ingredients.
okay. So for those of you who joined late, the reason we've got these random ingredients, so strawberry and black pudding, is I did a podcast with the Meet and Greet Barbecue podcast guys, and part of that podcast, you should listen to it because it is, I mean, listen to them all. They've got loads of different ones, but it's quite funny. But they do they call it barbecue bingo, and they've got a spinning wheel. It's done on Excel or something like that, but and when you've spun the wheel and you've got your ingredient that you've got to make your dish with, you get to put an ingredient onto it. So there's a lady called Claire from Welsh, I'm going to get this wrong, Welsh Smokehouse, and she kindly put strawberries on there the week before I then spun the wheel. But me being me, chose not to. I'm going to just do those for you. I spun the wheel. Well, listen to it, but I shouldn't have had strawberries. But there's a bit of a story as to why I ended up with strawberries, but I shouldn't have had them. Anyway, so I ended up with strawberries, and they thought that was too easy, so then they gave me another one as well. So I got strawberries and black pudding. You might want to go this side, Andrea,
Yeah.
so you don't get. I'm just going to nick something out the fridge. So.
There's 8 of us on your drive. Is it okay?
Yeah. Yeah, we are. That's it. People are going to turn up now, aren't they? It's going to be great. Right.
You must have got a shout out to do.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to put some oil in there because what we're going to do is saute these potatoes. So they're going in, and I've got about a big chunk of black pudding, and I've cubed it. I've put the amount on the recipe. So the recipe is already up on the website.
That's the first.
There you go. There's 2 recipes already up on the website. This one and the muffins. She's cheeky. Right, let me get those muffins out. What are they saying? A bus? Oh, they're all coming. Right, let's try and fight these out again. I'm not the best at this. Oh, that's... Oh. There we go. Knackered it a bit, but get it up here. Ooh. Might hand these over to Helena, she can take them out off the No, you're fine, I'm joking.
I know that's going to ping me in the face.
No, you're fine. So we've got a pizza one, we've got our jalapeno one, we've got our plain one. Ah, this one. This should be interesting because I did something different this morning. Oh, you can just about see it. I put bacon around the outside of that one. I'm going to leave them in there. I'll get them out a bit later for a better photo. You get the idea. Right. So let's have a look at these. These are going to take a little while to cook. So we're just going to stir them through. One's that perfect. Tell you what we'll do. While we're at it, we may as well chuck these ones on.
Yeah.
There we go. Right. We're going to go over here, Andrea.
Okay.
Just going to get some mince. Right. So on this one, we're going to do the burgers, and they're a bit different. So instead of using a normal
Just
burger
checking out
bun,
my own cocktail makers.
I could do. I'll just do it on the top. I've cleaned this top. It's super clean. I clean it every time, so we're just going to go straight on the top. But we're going to do 2 taco burgers. So in here, let me just get a knife. In here, we've got just mince from the butcher. And what we want to do is, like a normal, if you were going to make a smash burger, you take about 125 grams of mince. That's probably about half of that. Maybe getting towards it. What we're going to do is put it onto our... See, I'll need a bit more. Onto our taco, and we're going to just squash them on. So it's raw mince going onto our taco.
Mum, Alfie's just joined. I was talking to Alfie about it. So Alfie's just joined. W.A. Baldwin, 72. Hello,
Yeah.
Alfie. Alfie's one of my senior engineers
Ah,
at work.
morning, Alfie.
So he's just said, what has he missed? So
Oh, so basically we're cooking 3 things, Alfie.
Oh, hi, Alfie.
Hold on, there you go.
Hi, Alfie.
While I put this back in the fridge. Let me just wash my hands, Andy.
Yeah.
You can talk to them.
Oh, yeah.
So, Alfie, today we are cooking potato Rosti muffins. We are cooking a smash burger taco and a strawberry pickle and black pudding salad.
Which sounds really random.
Yeah,
and is.
but there is a little bit of a story.
Yeah, we're not going to tell the story again.
No,
You've
I'll
got
film
to
it.
watch the... I'm just going to put a little bit of salt on these, just to season these burgers. Need a little bit of oil, tiny bit.
I've got to behave myself now.
Oh, he's from work?
Yeah.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Right. Now, in here, we've got our cast iron pan, we've got a normal grid. It's direct heat. So I'm going to put a tiny bit of oil in there, just to help, and then we're going to chuck these meat side down. And then I'm going to get my burger press and squodge them, if that's a word, to make sure all of that meat is nice and flat. Squares, yeah. Yeah, I'm all over it. She's doubting me. She's doubting me.
We have reason to.
Yeah. Well, I forget everything, don't I? So we may as well grab the lettuce. And what she's asking about are horrible burger cheese. Obviously, you could use normal cheese.
I have to say, I did have it with that cheese in it.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Exactly. Come on. Oh, I'm going to get my drink. So what's everybody cooking this weekend?
I don't know, someone's just asked if bookings are open for 2024 yet.
No, November. So if you want to book on the classes for next year, sign up for our newsletter. Any cancellations from this year will go into the newsletter. When we launch next year's classes, it'll probably be November, they'll go into the newsletter. You will not find out about them any other way. If you miss them, we sold out in 2 weeks this year. So last year for this year. That makes sense.
We know what you mean.
Yeah. So yeah. Right. I'm going to do them a little bit more. I don't want them to. Can you see those? You see the fat coming out of that mince. I want it just to crisp up nicely. And then we're going to flip them over. So I'm going to get my cheese ready. Because I'm rubbish with these slices. No, I'm good. Well, I'm not that rubbish.
Oh, that's a second dig.
I mean,
You can put that in the coffee pot or something. So get these ready because they're a pain to do. Right, there's another one. And we're going to flip them. So get your spatula, get underneath, loosen it up, flip it over. And you should have your burger now nicely stuck to your taco.
That looks cool.
Yeah. And what we're going to do, chuck the cheese on the top to help it melt. Yeah.
okay, Nick. So
Yeah.
someone said they're cooking a rotisserie picanha tonight.
Lovely.
First time, Richard Denny.
Yeah.
What would you have with it as a side dish?
Hots.
Yeah, they won't know what.
Baby new potatoes, part boiled, and then use a cast iron skillet or plancha to fry them off.
You could do corn ribs with them.
Corn ribs. Oh, yeah, look at those.
ribs.
Corn ribs,
Oh.
definitely. They're a winner. So sweet corn cut into 4 lengthways. Just be careful when you do it with the knife, because we show you how to do it. There's a video on the recipe. So the recipe's on the website. It's got a nice rub that goes on them, and then lots of mayonnaise and sriracha and all those sorts of things.
And coleslaw.
And you slaw, yeah.
Yeah, and
I was gonna
slaw.
say slaw.
Yeah.
So I'll try and
Grab this. Yeah, we're going to get these out in a minute and then we'll start topping them up. What else have we got? Oh, I need to stir that.
What about your?
Yeah, I'm going to go over in a sec. So these cheese have started melting. I'm going to put them up this end. The bottom of our tortilla, nicely golden.
I do apologise.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nice and golden, so they're ready. Now these are going to cool down a bit before we get to eat them, but we need to top those. So let's pop these over here. Let's see how we're doing. You might want to go.
Yeah.
So our potatoes are just starting to fry off. Our black pudding is just starting to crisp. I'm going to turn this up. What I'm going to do, in fact, I've done this before. I'm going to lower it nearer the fire because it will just speed it up a little bit. So just bear with me a second while we just lower the grates. It's always easier said than done. We'll pop that in. We've got those. I'm just going to get some chard for it then. Yes, Helena.
What's the burger egg temperature? What's the egg temperature?
So that was at 200, 220 for the taco burgers. We're going to, now you've thrown me as what I was doing. I was doing my chard. I can't do questions and, you know, I'm choking. Yeah, so you want about 4 or 5 stems of chard. Now if you've got the lovely pink ones and the green ones, get a good mixture. What we're going to do is just take the ends off where they've gone a bit skanky, chuck them in there, and then we're going to chop these into about 1 centimetre, maybe a bit less. Get the greens in there as well. And all of that then we're going to throw in with our black pudding and our potatoes. But I need them to cook a little bit more, just a bit. So we'll give those a try. Right, shall I try and fight some more out? Have we got any questions while we're...
No, I did want Ash has just joined.
Morning, Ash.
Hello, Ash.
I also wanted to do a shout out
Ah,
go
hold
over
on.
there.
Bear with.
While I fight some more of these out.
for Natalie, who is going to be 12 on Friday. So Natalie True Love, happy birthday for Friday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Natalie.
birthday, Natalie.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Is that Karen's?
Yes.
Yes.
Lee, yeah,
Yeah.
right, sorry. as usual.
Yeah. So
Cool.
That one released because it's got the bacon around the outside. So, lovely. They're all out-ish. Left some little edges in. Chef's treat.
Oh, rude.
You want some, Andy?
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice and greasy. Right. Let me wash my hands and I'll do this. What's everyone doing tomorrow? We're going to watch the Cubs. So Chicago Cubs playing baseball at Olympic Park. Or London Stadium, or London, whatever they call it now. So we're off there tomorrow to meet up with our friends Courtney and Tim from Chicago. So they've come all the way to watch the Cubs play baseball. So they're going tonight as well. But we'll catch up with them tomorrow. That's looking good. Right, we're going to get some of that chard in there.
right. So John Pritchard's doing Korean ribs.
You go over there, Andrew, so you can hear her.
Yeah.
So yeah, John Pritchard's doing Korean ribs later. Franco's doing steak, potatoes, asparagus and peppers tomorrow. Don't know what's happening today.
More importantly, what's he doing on Tuesday?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Oh look.
I might have a day off.
Karen's doing kebabs today and pork tomorrow. Morning Brent. Brent's just joined.
Oh, Brent's done some lovely cooks this week.
Brent.
Oh, Brent. Brent has done some lovely cooks this week. I don't know what Brent's done. Yeah, Brent's always doing lovely cooks because Brent is a professional cook. So at the moment there's no seasoning in there, so we're going to season it a tiny bit. So we put some into the pickle with the strawberries. We put some Szechuan pepper. So I've got some more Szechuan pepper here. So I'm just going to put. You can use black pepper, but I'm just going to put a bit of Szechuan in there and a little bit of salt. Not too much. About a teaspoon, something like that. Oh, you won't be able to hear that. Hang on a sec, Helena. While that's cooking, we'll go over.
So Ash is doing tandoori marinated salmon, some fried potatoes, asparagus and sour cream with a touch of lemon.
Oh,
Should we all pile in the car and go to
Let's go to
Ash?
Ash's
to
house.
Ash's house.
And then we can play some golf as well. Ash plays at a lovely club. I must come and play golf with you. I'm inviting myself to play golf with you, Ash.
that's if Helena gives you clearance.
Need to sign off that holiday request.
HR, here we come. Yeah, there's nothing in here, is there? No.
Right.
So it's just that now. Just wait for that. What are we at?
Check on
Yeah.
the other ones.
We're good. Oh, so let's finish topping our burgers while we wait for that. So, just going to put a slice of tomato on each of those. Our burgers. We're going to make some burger sauce. Wow. Bit of mayo. Bit of ketchup, and you've got burger sauce. You could put some extra pickles in if you wanted. I'll take a little spoon, in fact. Sorry, Andrew, I'll make you reverse.
No, that's alright. I just got conscious. I don't normally
have people sitting behind you.
No.
So a little bit of mayo and that on there. We'll get some lettuce. So we've fallen back in love with just standard round lettuces. Now I should wash this. We had so many of these on holiday.
That was our hunt on holiday, wasn't it?
Oh,
I
will
got
give
through
that a
two last week on my own. Yeah.
I will give it a rinse because I can see that this one's got a little bit of soil on it.
Oh yeah.
But you'll just have to have them a little bit wet.
I couldn't get the Villa Maria because that wasn't on offer, so I went over the top on lettuces instead.
How would you dress it?
Bang on.
Good.
Really nice. Yeah.
So if you weren't aware, we've all been away on holiday together.
So Kerry said, what sort of grater do you use? Because I need a new one. Just
Cheap as chips,
Yeah.
IKEA probably, or something,
Yeah.
something random like that.
box grater.
Yeah. Yeah. So a bit of lettuce on our burgers. Now what I am going to do, while that other one is just doing its thing, I'm going to put a little bit of spring onion onto our...
Got to have a bit of green.
to our jalapeno ones. Now, I'll put them on all of them.
Yeah.
Why not? Looks good. Right, let's get this other one out of here. This, you'll love it. Stick it on top of there. Now I'm going to put it in the middle, straight on here. Strawberries. So these are our pickled strawberries. So we're going to pop those in. Our chipotle pickled strawberries. Got a few too many. I'm going to put a little bit of the sauce on there and just mix it through, so you've got all of that going through. Some beautiful colours. I have got a big metal spoon somewhere over here. Oh, it smells.
Yeah. Epic.
There we go. Oh, a little bit of sour cream for our muffins, especially our 2 jalapeno ones. There we go. Pop that there, pop that there. I think we're done. So,
From the top.
from the top, Rosti muffins. So we've got 3 types. We've got pizza Rosti muffins, we've got jalapeno and Rusty barbecues al pastor muffins, and we've got some these ones are bacon wrapped standard Rosti muffins. We've got our chorizo black pudding and strawberry sautéed dish, and we've got some taco burgers. Could do with a bit more red on there, but anyway. Right, let's take them over. Tidy up a bit here. And anything else, Helena?
No, I don't think
Any
so.
questions, people?
No, people are loving
You have got to try. I'm going to get these. I'm going to get Helena and Mama to try this on camera. Or Mama, because she's not had it yet.
What's your language, Mum?
Yeah. It's going to be hot. But see what you make of that. It's a bit random. Strawberries and black pudding. You've got to get a bit of everything. Or let it cool down a bit.
Go on, go for it.
Yeah.
See what I have to put up with?
If you start coughing, you've got a nice cocktail to wash it down with.
Even I haven't tried it.
Mmm.
A bit random, but it works.
That's lovely.
Yeah, well done, Mum.
Awesome. All right. Anything we need to? Any messages?
No, we'll be back on next week.
Yes, I'm around. I'm not around on Tuesday because I'm at Franco's. I'm not around.
Him, Franco.
Not around on Thursday because I'm playing golf.
Rude.
Uh,
Got a guest on the cook next week.
oh yes,
Yeah.
got a special guest next week. So we've got Lexi coming in,
Yeah.
my niece, who has already set the menu.
Yeah.
So we know exactly what we're doing, which is unusual.
Yeah.
So we should say well done, Lexi, for doing that. We should also say well done to her brother.
Yes, yes.
I don't think we've mentioned this, have we?
No.
So Sol, not only has he finally been selected for the GB gymnastics squad, he's been selected to go to the Youth Olympics. So at the end of July, Sol will be representing Great Britain at the Youth Olympics. So get in.
What an accolade. Good on you.
Yes, so well done, Sol. Anyway, and well done to all the kids who finished their GCSE.
Yeah.
So Annie, our niece, and Sol and Johnny are, well, yeah. Anyway, right, we'll leave you to it because we've got guests
Yeah.
who can now eat. We're going to take some photos, but yeah, we'll get all of the only recipe I don't think we've done is the smash burger, and you can make that yourselves. So, but we will do it. So perfect. Right, have a great week, people. We will see you next week. All right, cheers.